All right, what's up, traders? This is Mike with the watch list video for Monday, August 19th. We use the SPY to gauge the overall market, and it got down on Friday, but continued to show more strength. Shorts have got to be bewildered after this event right here. The fact that it's completely retraced it, pretty impressive strength, right? Let me slide this over. We got new faces in chat. Please pause the video if you're a new face, and that tells you what our chat room's all about. I want to give some hat tips before I go into the watch list. We got to start with the biggest one, CING, which had this massive breakout. Go to 5-minute candles. And again, Christopher H. He's done this, I think, 2 days in a row. Called it through 11, which is, let me get it right. Well, that's close enough. Right about there. Then it took out the early high of day. Right there was the earlier high. Called it through 11, and it went to 20.83. So literally made almost a $10 move on about 50 cents risk. Another amazing call. Kevin P gave us VRAX. How we define the 2-day high break was right there at 190, and it went to 230. That's a 40-cent move on a $1.90 entry. Is a pretty good risk reward, right? Another nice call by Kevin P. And then we got GOVX, which I gave a 5s buy zone. And I'll show you the daily here because this sucker was another big one too. I gave you the 5 buy zone entry, which was around 489, and it went to 850 without stopping out. So some big movers lately. I'm loving that because as a day trader, that's what you want. Some volatility and some things that are moving big. And some, and a theme always helps. And right now we've got the, I guess they're calling it MPOX theme, and it's giving us some nice trades. All right, so let me segue right into what we're watching for Monday to hopefully catch some trades in. GTEC had earnings and a nice kind of breakout attempt. It closed about at these highs, right? So closing well off its highs definitely makes the watch list. CVNA, which is Carvana, did break out above that recent high on Friday, and looks like it could continue. A lot of shorts in the name. IOVA still flagging after the earnings pop. Goes on watch. APDN penny stock. I think it's thrown in the MPOX mix and massive volume and a pretty strong close. So that one goes on watch. LUMN, which had this crazy action back here, came back down. I don't know. With this red candle here on Thursday, the fact that Friday it gapped down and had an engulfing, bullish engulfing, makes me think, hey, this one might not be done. TGTX had this earnings gap here, kind of then chopped around for a while. You could argue flagging and is trying to break out to the upside, and you have a potential catalyst of 23.12 not far away. So let's keep our eyes on that one. FUBO, F-U-B-O, nice volume, trying to break out. STNE popped on earnings, I believe, on Thursday, and then an inside day on Friday. That one could continue. PL, nice volume spike. AUPH, trying to break out there. CING, again, just a crazy one, but we got to keep the crazy ones on watch, so I will. AISP, kind of a quiet one. But if you go to the intraday, maybe that's a better picture. You can kind of see, I mean, it just climbed all day. And it's not like what I would say, hey, this is a great chart setup. But this is one of those that almost always gets, well, no. I mean, it's actually doing okay. I don't know how to word this other than I'm going to keep it on watch. It gapped up on Thursday on big volume. I think it had a headline and sold off. So then Friday ends up making the move. And you see that a lot, right? You see sometimes you're trying to get involved in something that had great news on a day, and then you end up maybe losing on it or just taking a flat or never finding an entry. And then the next day you realize it ran without you. So this one could have some more in the tank. SERV. I don't have a great explanation for this one, why it's on the watch list, other than NVDA has taken a stake, and then NVIDIA, I think one of these recent days, pointed out that they bought more, and it put in a nice narrow range. So if I had to boil it down, it's a recent high flyer, right? Made a huge move, another secondary huge move here, and then it's kind of getting quiet, right? And it seems to have held the $10 area. So, I mean, it's certainly good news with NVIDIA investing in them. So let's just keep that one on watch. I like the narrow range on Friday. ASPN, big move on Friday. We'll see if it gives any kind of follow through. GOVX, already mentioned the huge move. You got to keep the MPOX plays that are making big moves on watch. So I will. And then GNLN, which had a crazy move, then did an offering, and then actually broke the highs of the crazy move day even after the offering, right? Broke them right here. And now you got 2 red days on declining volume back down to the 8-day. This is actually a good candidate for a big rip. So that one goes back on watch. All right. Anyway, I'll be there. I'll see you guys in pre-market tomorrow morning. Let's work together and add some gappers to this list as we see what's going on in the pre-market. All right. I'm done babbling. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.